me? Happy NFL Sunday. Is that real? Are we really watching 14 games of football today? Are we really doing this? AJ, right off the rip, wants to know Bears or Titans. We're gonna get into the slate, no doubt. Yeah, let's talk about it. I shouldn't be muted. If anyone has issues with the audio, let me know. But yeah, we're gonna get into the slate. We're gonna talk about everything. We're gonna talk about everything. Um, in terms of the Bears Titans game, I do think the Bears cover in this spot. All right, I think the Bears win. I think the cover is question mark. It's all good, Smockley. That's what happens. That's what happens. 2-1 college football slate yesterday. The Iowa -3.5 or -3 fell apart there, but we smacked with the Tennessee game over, and we smacked with the Texas game. Just in case anyone's having issues with the audio, just double checking that. Bears or Falcons? Bears are not playing the Falcons. Are you just saying which one to take? Yeah, the Cowboys money line's decent. I'm not on the Cowboys money line, but I understand why it's a public popular one at plus money. I do think the Cowboys win. It's not strong enough for me to take it. There's a lot of question marks there, but I think the Cowboys win. I don't think Watson's the answer. I think the Cowboys are pretty much the same team as last year, so I don't see a reason why they shouldn't. Yeah, Notre Dame, crazy loss. Crazy loss. Smack Texas and Oregon over. Nice. Nice. Yeah, we hit those plays. Those two were up on my so bet. So 2 in 1 day there. I think now the main plays were shared. We're at 9-2 off that. So yeah, we've been having a crazy run for college football to kick off the year. NFL we're 3-1, 3-2, 4-2 for NFL so far. Yeah, Notre Dame's cooked. That's a terrible loss. You can't really come back from that. They were like 28-point favorites, right? 28-point favorites. Absolutely nuts. That's a crazy one. I'm looking at some public betting splits here as well. I'm pulling these up as well just to get an idea of where the public is, where the public money's at. Um, yeah, there's some interesting spots in terms of the. I'm trying not to get. In terms of the Cowboys Browns game, I don't know what just happened there. In terms of the Cowboys Browns game, it's not like ultra 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 public, which is interesting. You like the Vikings money line? Yeah, Vikings money line solid. Bears -4 is pretty good. I'm not going crazy with the Bears just because it's the first time watching Caleb Williams as rookie. There's a lot there. James Cook over 60 rush yards. I would rather go James Cook rush plus receiving yards. Saints pretty interesting spot. Again, question marks there. I think the Panthers probably cover that game. I think the Panthers probably cover. I don't know that they win it straight up, but I think the Panthers probably cover. Also around with the Vikings, Cowboys. Cowboys line is interesting. It is concerning. I understand why it would scare people. If it scares you, I don't I don't blame you. I'm not on it. I'm not on that game. What the fuck is going on here? Sorry, Twitter. I don't know what's going on there. How we feel about the Bills? Love the Bills. I am a Bills fan, so I don't really give out Bills plays because I have to recognize my bias. But I think we're in a good spot. I think the Bills are in a good spot. I think they're pretty undervalued right now. The knock on the Bills right now is that they lost Diggs, so therefore they're not going to be good anymore, right? That's pretty much what people are saying. Colts upset? Absolutely not. They lost Diggs, so they can't do it anymore. Even though the second half of the season, when they were way better, it was with the new offensive coordinator and Diggs was hardly involved. And now the people that have been relevant, like Kincaid and like Cook, young guys that have another year more of experience, are coming in. I'm high on the Bills. Obviously, take all that with a grain of salt. I would ride or die for Josh Allen no matter what, but we'll see what happens today. I think they have a very potent offense. Dolphins game a trap? Kind of. I don't think it's necessarily a classic trap, but I do think that the Jaguars have a real chance of winning the game straight up. Everyone's super, super low on Lawrence with no real reason behind that, except he had a pretty disappointing finish to his to last season, and he was clearly very injured. I don't think he's as good as the hype that was around him. The second half of his rookie year, he improved a lot, and everyone was like, "Oh, this guy could be legit." Then he came out for his second year and he got hurt. Should we be worried for Ayuk's workload? I don't know, unless you're just saying because he missed so much camp that he's not going to be in shape. I don't think that's really a great reason. Good morning, Fiends. By the way, everyone who wants all the plays, they're up on SoBet. You can get that. There's a discount in my links if you want to get all the plays on SoBet, or shoot me a DM on Instagram. And I'll get you all those plays. We have a full NFL Sunday slate up. We got the full slate up. It's on there. Thoughts on the Monday night game? I think the Niners beat them easily. I think they cover that spread. I don't think the Jets are going to be that good. I think everyone wants them to be, and I don't really see that being the case. I think Aaron Rodgers is a 40-year-old man coming off a year-long injury, and he's his first time with a bad offensive line. His first time taking real snaps is going to be against Fred Warner and Nick Bosa. Like, that's a scary, scary proposition. I don't think that bodes well for him. I think the Niners are a nasty team too. That being said, trend-wise, I know that trend-wise, it's really the Super Bowl loser has always done poorly in the first week against the spread. But yeah, I mean, historically, he's one of the best to ever do it. I'm not gonna argue with that. It's just not really a good spot for him. Is that Vegas? Um, yeah, not really worried about Ayuk's workload. I understand it's a valid concern. I don't have an Ayuk play today. I do have a bunch of props up. I do have a bunch of props up on SoBet as well. We got 5 props. We got 3 main plays. We may drop some live action. We may drop some stuff for the later on in the game throughout the week. We're just gonna or throughout the day. We're just gonna have to kind of play it by ear in terms of any additional action that goes up. JJ over 80 receiving yards. Probably. I think that Darnold is going to be the type of guy that would be Darnold's the type of guy that would favor the strong wide receiver in a tight like I think that less talented QBs spread the ball around less because they can't be quite as good on ball placement and they just want to give it to guys that they can trust. We just got the cold brew going right now, trying to wake ourselves up, get the cold brew going. It'll be a bit before we start sipping. Like Falcons as much as you today. I think Falcons are in a pretty good spot. What up, Marshall? Yeah, Falcons in a pretty good spot. There's a lot of interesting things going around. We've got new QBs on a lot of different teams. I think that Falcons Steelers game is interesting for that reason. I think the Broncos game is interesting. Bo Nick's debut. Um, I think obviously tuning into Caleb Williams' debut, that's going to be a big deal tomorrow. Aaron Rodgers' return. We've got Joe Burrow's return today. We've got Jaden Daniels making his debut. There's a lot of interesting QB situations that we got to pay attention to. It's going to be really fun to watch and to keep an eye out for, but also things that we got to pay attention to because there's going to be a lot of line shifting. There's going to be a lot of line shifting between week 1 and week 2 as a result of this information. Love the reasoning with Darnold using Jefferson. Yeah, that's definitely a thing. I think the same applies for like a Garner Minshew and Devontae Adams. The one thing about that is Devontae Adams, does he care anymore? Um, you know, that's just something you gotta beware of. Sorry, I'm pulling up Odds Checker for people. By the way, if you're on the Twitter stream or you're on this whatever, Odds Checker is where you pull up all the betting splits, right? You pull up all the betting splits on Odds Checker and you check the actual like if there's a public side or not on every single game. Um, and if you look at the Texans game and the Chargers game, it's not as massively the everybody is on the Texans money line. Everyone's on the Texans money line, but they're still not getting it's still not shifting the line. It's just an interesting thing to pay attention to. And if you looked at my most recent video, if you look at my most recent video, um, you'll see what I said about it that Vegas likes to give away one game. They like to give away one game in the first week of the NFL, and it's an investment on growing their user base. It's an investment in growing their user base. It's not a trap the way people think it's a trap, like, oh, why is this line crazy? And then it's going to be rug pull. The game goes the other way. No, it's a trap in that it's a trap in that everybody is going to cash out an easy ticket in the first week of the NFL, and they're going to be like, wow, betting on football is so easy. I'm going to do that all the time. And then they're going to continually be betting on football, and they're going to lose their money in the long run. 99% of sports bettors are long-term losers. They're not profitable. 99%. That's a legitimate, that's a real verified stat. That's not made up. 99%. That's not an exaggerated. It's literally 99%. So if they're willing to spend thousands and thousands of dollars in free bets and bonus money and giveaway to get new users on their platform so that they're eventually going to take their money from, why wouldn't they give away a few winners? Why wouldn't they give away a few winners just to gain some customers and cash out on them later? So anyway, let's pick a game. Let's pick a game and let's go through the props. I'm looking at this Colts Texan game first, okay? So Texans -3 is -102 right now. That's money line is -154. AR legendary day coming. Anytime touchdown stories. Jonathan Taylor's +100, Mixon's +120, Anthony Richardson's +120. All right. First TD, Jonathan Taylor +700. That's an interesting spot. Last touchdown score. Stroud's 277.5. I don't hate that over. I certainly don't hate it. Mixon 74.5. Total team points. 26.5 for the team total for the Texans is interesting. 26.5 is the team total for the Texans, and the over-under in this game's at 49.5. Thoughts on Aaron Jones over rushing yards? What's the number at right now? How about some interceptions? All right, who's throwing a pick today? Jaden Daniels is throwing a pick today. Jaden Daniels is throwing a pick today. Who else? Bo Nix, does he throw one? That's a pretty decent number. I would probably lean over. Vikings money line's pretty strong. I like that one. Um, does Tua throw a pick today against the Jags defense? I think Tua throws a pick. I think Watson throws a pick. Allen's not throwing a pick today. Um, I think Lawrence throws a pick. Kyler Murray does not. Will Levis does not. Gardner Minshew throws a pick. Bryce Young throws a pick. We got a lot of people throwing picks today. Rogers not throwing a pick. But maybe like a ball batted at the line of scrimmage, something crazy. Bills money line, yeah, but are we really riding a -300 spot here? If you want the all right, do you guys want the 5 team, do you guys want the group chat 5 team teaser, 5 team 7 point teaser that my group chat cooked up? This is not smart. I'm not saying do it. This is not sharp action. This is not a play I would give out on my so bet. This is just the group chat 5 team 7 point teaser. Yeah, Williams throws a pick. Russell Wilson does not throw a pick. Kirk Cousins throws a pick. Daniel Jones throws a pick. Darnold does not. Lawrence does. Tua does. Minshew does. Herbert does not. Jaden Daniels does. Baker Mayfield does not. Bo Nix does. Geno Smith does not. Dak Prescott does. Deshaun Watson does. Stafford does not. Goff does. We got a lot of picks coming. A lot of balls changing hand. A lot of balls changing hand. All right, real quick, if you want all my plays, they're up on SoBet every single day. Got a full slate. I got 3 plays up already. We'll have live action. We'll have plays go out throughout the day. I've got 5 props up on NFL. We have a 9-2 start to the college football season. Sorry, 11-2 start to the college football season. A 3-1 start to the NFL season. Let's beat Vegas today, baby. Yes, sir. And if you want all my plays, they're up on SoBet. It's in the link tree. It's discounted right there, or just shoot me a DM and I'll get you on there. Now, without further ado, this is not one of those plays. This is the group chat 5 team 7 point teaser. 5-team, 7-point teaser from the group chat. I'm going to read this off to you. And if you want to tell, you're going to tell. But this is, this is degenerate behavior. This is not the smart thing. Bengals, minus 0.5. Steelers, plus 10.5. Panthers, plus 11. Chargers, plus 4. And the Bears, plus 3.5. That's your 5-team, 7-point teaser from Petey's group chat of Bills fans. None of whom, by the way, could have teased the Bills to just money line. But what do I know? All right, we're gonna fire off a TikTok live as well. Um, say it again. Uh, this is a 7-point teaser. This is a 7-point teaser that my group chat cooked up. This is a fun tale. This is not smart. This is not good behavior. I would not be proud of you if you did this. But the play was Bengals minus 0.5, Steelers plus 10.5, Panthers plus 11, Chargers plus 4, Bears plus 3.5. I actually think the weakest link in that teaser is probably the Bengals. Ideal Saints, Bengals, Dolphins, Texans money line. If you want a square money line parlay, if you're looking for a square money line parlay, it would be Chargers, Texans. And if you wanted to really run it up, you'd go Chargers, Texans, Bengals, Bills. Chargers, Texans, Bengals, Bills. I think just taking the Chargers money line at minus 160. That might be an afternoon play. Patrice from Sydney, let's go. Cheers, bro. He's in Sydney. He's like 16 hours ahead. He already knows the results of these games. Give us the plays. Give us the plays. He's already looking at box scores. Appreciate the likes in the TikTok live. We're gonna run it up. Toronto. Let's go. Hey, we got 13 people in the chat and we're all over the world. Steve, no, bro, we're on the cold brew. You know what to do. All right, so let's get into some more plays. We'll look at some individual games. I'm gonna slide this over. We got a lot of legs showing on this stream, and it's okay. All right. All right, let's go back to the NFL slate here. Um, all right, so if you saw it on YouTube, I broke down every single game. I basically gave like a quick read on everything. Philip, MLB picks will be up on SoBet as always. We got full slate every single day. You know the deal. You know the deal. MLB picks. It's gonna be light. It's gonna be light on NFL Sundays, but we'll still have it. We'll still have at least a play up for MLB today. Sometimes there is value. The biggest day for MLB value is Tuesday because what you get is a lot of people chasing their losses from the football weekend and betting on MLB Tuesday. It's the same thing with NBA Tuesday after the MLB season ends when people start hammering those plays and you get a lot of like weird public action that opens up some lines. But if you want all the plays every single day, we've got a ton going up now because we have MLB, because we have NFL, because we have all that. All the plays go up every single day on SoBet. That's in my links if you want to get it. It's in my links if you want to get it, or shoot me a DM on Instagram and I'll send you a discount link when we wrap up the live. All right. So, what other games are people looking at? We can get into them. We can get into them individually. Mercedes, what are you talking about, bro? What? A hot take of mine? When people force hot takes, it never seems good. Usually when people are publicly like for videos or whatever, people are like, how do you go? That's in my links as well. No, or it's just pick 'em Petey. It's Pick and Petey. I shared it. I tweeted it out. I posted it in my so bet. But yeah, Pick and Petey on YouTube. I went through every single game. Bengals, Lions. I think Lions win this game, but there's a lot of question mark for the Rams that could turn in their favor. So it's going to be an interesting spot. One thing that people aren't paying attention to is Stafford took a really hard hit, looked like a concussion in like the final couple minutes of his season last year. He's 38, 39 years old. Like people are acting like, oh, he's just going to be fine. It's whatever. I I don't know. I think that his recovery is a question mark, and I think that's something we need to pay attention to. Now, the Rams, on the other side of that, they have Cup, they have Nakua, they have Stafford, who maybe is healthy, and you have an opportunity for them to have a really potent offense against a defense in the Detroit Lions that did get better, but is still kind of a weak spot. Steven, appreciate the follows. Appreciate all the follows on TikTok. We're trying to run this account up. They got rid of a lot of my other accounts. So we're trying to run it back. I posted a full slate of plays. I posted a full slate of plays already on SoBet for anyone who wants those. It's in my links if you want them, or shoot me a DM on Instagram and I'll get it to you. So, we got me looking at week 2. What are we doing here? Oh, here's another thing that we could do. I'm not saying we should do it now, but there is an option on head-to-head stuff. You can do it on Rebet. You can build on props. So we could do head-to-head matchups for like yards or whoever between QBs, just random QBs, not even in the same game if we want to. We can do wild stuff now. So I'm probably gonna make a video later with some real weird prop, on the build your own prop tool. Bengals minus 450. Stay away from. Yeah, I mean, back to Pachera. Stay away. So when you see a minus, yeah, Ali, you should get $100 if it's in my links, but you should get $100 to deposit, Ali. But the thing about Rebet is that you can use it anywhere because it's a sweepstakes model, so you can use it in any of the other states. You can build your own props. You can do college football player props and so on. So yeah, definitely check out Rebet. I don't like Browns money line. So back to play Chiro. The reason why you stay away from the Bengals isn't because the Bengals are probably going to lose. It's because there's no value in a minus 450 money line favorite. Like you'd have to bet $45 to win $10, right? So that's not worth it. That means there's no value. It's not because they're probably going to lose the game. It's because if you had to bet it 6 times, they would probably lose once, and you need them lose once or twice, and you need them to win 5 at least of those games for it to be a profitable play. Parlayed 6 QBs who get a TD basically every game last year for over 0.5 passing TDs, plus 103, put down 2,000. Interesting, Stanley. What do you got today for us? Which 6 QBs do you got for us today? Line usually goes down when game starts. Yeah, back to play. I hear what you're saying. Generally, putting together a lot of like sure thing money line parlays, usually it backfires. You never get better odds with parlays, really. If you're doing 1 or 2 legs, sometimes there is value. Especially, we'll do 2-leg outline parlays for props, things like that. But generally speaking, if you have to combine a bunch of things happen, especially week 1 of the NFL. Now, again, I think the Bengals win this game, but the Patriots have a lot of change. The Patriots have a lot of change. They have a rookie QB. I know he's not starting, but that could shift quickly. And then you've also got a Bengals team that's Joe Burrow coming back from a pretty unusual injury. There's some question marks about his health. He's historically a slow starter. The fact that he's coming back from an injury adds to that as well. You have some question marks about the receivers on the team. The defense was really weak. They could fall apart. So there's definitely a lot of ways in which that game could go wrong. And just week 1 of the NFL in general, taking every single underdog has historically been profitable. I'm not saying do that, but there is more variance, and variance favors the underdog, and week 1 favors variance. Like the under in the Bengals game, says Steve. Yeah, under could be fine, but it's a weak offense in the Bengals. You never know. Tua, Baker, Dak, Kirk, Allen, Stafford, not bad. How highest receiving yards? Amon-Ra or Hill. That's not bad. I think that's not bad. I think there's Jefferson just because it's Jefferson. I think there's Waddle, Kincaid. I like Kincaid Cash. Sport chiropractor and his unusual wrist surgery can change everything. There you go. There you go. New TikTok name, Dom Sol. It's Return of Pick and Petey. There's also Evil Pick and Petey, but you'll find both of those. Both of those. I'm also, I'm doing more stuff on Twitter, on Juan Hernandez says Jets for San Francisco. I think San Francisco covers that. But yeah, I'm doing more stuff on Twitter, on YouTube, on I'm on Twitch, but no, just audio only while when I'm multi-streaming. So it's in my link, so you can just check Pick 'em PD wherever. I'm putting out a lot of content on a lot of places. I'm going to be doing a lot more YouTube throughout the season too. So check all that out because long term, I'm probably not going to be quite as heavy on TikTok in like the long term. I'll be there every day, but long term, I'm trying to, focus more on this Instagram and YouTube and so on. Kincaid, I think is the best tight end to start this week. Start one: Rashid White, Achan, Zamir White, Mixon, or Montgomery. I would say Mixon or Achan. Um, Okay, State Nebraska was a lock. There you go. NFL Convo delivered us a banger. Delivered us a banger. All right, NFL Convo, can you drop us a play? Can you drop us an NFL play for week one? Please. And anyone who wants all my plays, like I said, they're up on SoBet every single day. I already posted a full slate, full analysis, full write-up, unit, everything. And there will be more. And I've also got 5 props up on SoBet already. 5 props. Come on. Come on. I would go Ayuk. But yeah, please, NFL Combo, feed us a lock. Feed us a lock. Had to lean back. We're showing a lot of leg on stream today. Happy NFL Sunday. I got to say, it's the first NFL Sunday. You guys better appreciate it. Don't take it for granted. When December rolls around and you're excited for the playoffs, but you miss these days, beautiful weather still, and you got NFL Sunday, the crisp, fresh fall air outside, but you're spending the whole day inside watching games. You walk outside, you pop over to a near bar, you pour a 4 o'clock Lagunitas. It's a 16 ouncer. No, you got a 24 ouncer. It's going down easy. You're starting to catch a buzz. You already hit your 1 o'clock plays, and now you're settling in to watch your favorite team play the 4 o'clock slate. That cold brew is doing its thing to you. You're feeling your energy's elite, but as you start to sip on that heavy pour of a Lagunitas, it's starting to do something to you. You're starting to feel alive. Life is glorious. Your future is bright. Optimism consumes you. It's a beautiful NFL season, and anything could happen. You could get rich this NFL season. You could watch your team win their first Super Bowl this NFL season. Anything could happen. It's week one, baby. Anything is possible. Higgins out tomorrow, so will hurt spread for Bengals. Yeah, I don't think the Bengals spread is a great thing. I'm just not about to fade them. If I were going to fade them, I would fade them on the money line. I would go full fade. How do I feel about FanDuel special? Both teams 1 TD rushing, 1 TD pass on both half of the game. Bad, Churro, bad. Anything is possible. Gino or Burrow today? Give me Gino, honestly. Burrow, I'm just like, let's leave Burrow alone for a second. Let's see him one game before we go crazy with him. And again, I'll say this real quick. All my plays are up on SoBet. I have it. It's discounted right now. It's discounted right now for anyone who wants to get involved. Go to my profile, hit the links, hop on SoBet. You get all my plays every single day. We are on our 3rd straight winning week. I've got MLB, I've got college football, I've got NFL, props, and regular plays every single day. We'll have NBA coming. And right now it's discounted where you can literally get on for $10 a month. And it's not a $10 first month. It's $10 and then it's $10 a month forever. As long as you're on that, you stay at that. It's not like, hey, we're going to discount the first month. We're going to get you on at a discount and you're going to stay at that forever. And the other thing is, right now is the best time to get on SoBet because I post my plays there every single day. You can tell the sports betting messiah. You can lock in with me, and you can get all the results I get because I share the full play, the unit size, the analysis, the write up. But also, everyone else who is on there, which means you can dial in on people who are putting out locks in different tiny little markets where you have no idea what's going on in these tiny mid-major college football markets, and they've got the inside reads, and that is how you profit. I'm telling you, lock in. If you want all the plays, go to my profile, hit the links, hop on SoBet. It's discounted now. Get involved. If you got any questions, shoot me a DM. I will get you. All right. Onwards. What other games should we look at? Let's keep it moving. Let's keep it moving. Saquon. Yeah, we smacked that prop. Best RBTD is Christian McCaffrey. I mean, that's chalk as hell, but yeah, probably. Keenan or Amari? Give me Keenan. What do I think of the Seahawks? I think they're going to have a good day offensively. I might take the team total over. I think the Broncos are pretty weak defensively. I think that might be the play. Do I think DK scores the anytime TDs? There's no real value. I'm not touching that. If you want action in the Seahawks game and you want to lean on the offense, I would take the team total over. I think it's at 23.5 right now. I think there's value there. Um, Puka Cup, wide receiver one, probably Cup. Yes, sir, Frank. Good luck. I can't go fins you, but good luck. Um, Rams Detroit is going to be an interesting one tonight for real. All right, let's talk about games. Let's talk about games that are worth watching today. Okay, Bills fan, I'm obviously locked in on that one. Titans Bears, we got to see what's up with Caleb Williams, right? We got to see him make a start. Texans Colts, that's the one freebie for everyone. The Panthers Saints, that's interesting to see Bryce Young make his first start of his second season with supposedly better surrounding cast. See how that goes. Rams plus 4.5, not bad. Bears Steelers, give me the Bears. Excuse me. Um, Patriots Bengals. I think there's a tiny, tiny, tiny bit of the biggest dog barking. Maybe we see, and if not, maybe we have a terrible Patriots game and we get to see Drake May get in there. Vikings Giants. We got Darnold's debut with the Vikings. We got Daniel Jones return to suck. Steelers Falcons. We got two QBs making their debut with their new team. Jags Dolphins. Question marks around both those teams. Raiders. We got Minshew. We got Herbert's return. We got Harbaugh's debut. Broncos. We got Bo Nix making his debut. The Cowboys Browns, we got the Cowboys as dogs. See what's up. We got to see another year of Watson being trash. The Commanders, we get to see Jaden Daniels debut. The Rams, I mean, come on. There's something in every single game. There is something worth watching in this game. Raiders money line, no value, absolutely not. I think the Chargers money line might be the best money line value that there is on the board today. It's juiced up, but even so, it's not crazy juiced. They should be like minus 240. The Raiders are going to be bad. There is genuinely a quality reason to watch every single game. Commanders money line is interesting. I wouldn't be against that spot. Wouldn't be against it. I'm not playing it, but if you want to sprinkle it, sprinkling dogs in week one is generally worthwhile. Also, the Texans play is the Texans. Take the Texans money line. Take the Texans spread. I like the Texans in this spot. Yeah, can. That's how it goes. Love James Cook. All right, guys, we're going to wrap this up. I'm going to do a joint live at 11 o'clock Eastern. So, in an hour and a half, I'm going to be doing a joint live with Tony Squares, if you're familiar. But again, if you want all my plays every single day, they go up on SoBet. It's in my links. If you want a discount, you can shoot me a DM on Instagram as well. I'll get you a discount. You stay at the discount, get involved, get all my plays. Ride with me all NFL season. We're going to have a huge year, and you need to get involved. Yes, we like that under. Cheers, gang. Love all of you, except for the ones I hate.